Hello everybody. Today's lesson 9.8 is on volume. Volume has to do with space or how much space is being taken up or 3D objects. So instead of like a flat circle, we'll be talking about a sphere. So volume has to do with how much space is being taken up, and that is done by a 3D object. So we're going to be focusing on three objects specifically. That's going to be the cube, rectangular prism, and the square pyramid. So even though it's all volume, they're different shapes, they're going to have different formulas. We're going to start out with the cube. The cube is basically a box, a tissue box, anything that you can think that is 3D. It's not a square is flat, but we're talking about a cube. So with the cube, all the edges or all the sides are equal. So that's why volume is equal to E cubed. So each edge is the same. So you're basically going to take that edge, whatever it may be, and cube it. So for number one, which is in your book on page 262, has a picture of a cube with 5 centimeter sides. So that's 5 times 5 times 5, or 5 cubed, and that will be 125 centimeters cubed. I have the unit over here in parentheses. Be sure to put the unit in your answer. In your book, in the back is some extra practice. So the problems that I have off to the side here came from that. And since this is chapter 9, on page 385, you'll see the next example I'm doing, and it's a cube with sides that are 22 centimeters. So that's going to be 22 cubed, or 22 times 22 times 22, and that's going to be 10,648 centimeters cubed. So this is probably going to be the easiest one because you just have to take the measure of whatever they give you and cube it. So you can utilize that cube button or the YX button on your calculator. Next is the rectangular prism. If you're looking at your picture in your book on page 262, it's like a long box, not square like a cube, but it is still a 3D shape, and we call that a rectangular prism. So with the rectangular prism, volume is equal to length times width times height. So for number 2, on page 262, we have 2 by 5 by 10. So you just multiply the numbers together. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So 100 inches cubed. Okay. My second example is on page 385 in the back. If you need to see the picture to help you keep your focus. It's another rectangular prism, and it's a 16 by 4 by 12. So again, you just do 16 times 4 times 12. You will get 768 meters cubed. Okay, so the unit of measure on this particular one is meter. So this one also will be fairly easy to do. The last one, the square pyramid. So on page 262, you'll see what you've seen pictures before of the pyramids out in Egypt. This is square pyramid. This is square. It's called a square pyramid because it's square on the bottom. So if you're looking at number 3, the green pyramid, you'll see it's a 3 by 3. So on the bottom of a pyramid, it's a square. So with our square pyramid, we have to take the sides and square them because the bottom is a square. We're going to multiply it by the height, and then divide it by 3. So number 3 on page 262. So the first thing we'll do is square 3. We'll get 9. 9 times 10 is 90. So that's the top. And then 90 divided by 3. And that is going to be 30 meters cubed. Be sure to put that unit of measure. Alright, the next one is again on the back on page 385, the extra practice. And it is 5 inches on the bottom or the square part, and then the height, so from the flat part of the pyramid up to the highest point, our height is an 8.4. So we're going to multiply those two. So first we'll have to square 5 and then multiply it by 8.4. Alright, so 5 times 5 or 5 squared is 25. 25 times 8.4 is 210. And then 210 divided by 3 is 70. And this will be inches. So 70 inches cubed. Alright, so just remember you have to square the sides first, multiply it by the height, then divide it by 3. Okay, so you have to do that in order, you're going to get the wrong answer. So you'll probably have to watch the video more than once or check in to see if my Zoom is lit up and I can help you, visually. I can bring up a little whiteboard and kind of help you through your problems. So give it your best shot.